Good evening, beautiful ladies and wonderful gents. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, however you are viewing this live stream. What's up? Lovely Monday evening. Pretty chilly out there. Yo, I was knocked out. I was sleeping because I'll be waking up super early nowadays. My sleeping habits is way off, and so I get up early, way early than a lot of people, and I'll be up. And so I was up for already before I took my nap. I was up for like 12 hours already. So, man, long day. And I just hope that your day was really good. I got a great phone call this afternoon, and this phone call actually prevented me from even thinking about doing a live. Realized I was going to do a live earlier today, but sometimes I guess just scheduling is good enough. But the live I was going to do earlier, basically, it doesn't matter because this live right here is very important because it's for all the sugar people, all the sugary people. That's what this live right now is for. All the sugary people, all the people who have a lot of who love the sweets, who got a sweet tooth. It's for all the people who love the dip the milk and the cookies together. You know what I'm saying? It's for the cookie crush chat cult and all those who would like to become members of the Cookie Crush chat. The Cookie Crush chat. Triple C. You know what I'm saying? Triple C to me is triple K. Triple K is Ku Klux Klan. This the new Ku Klux Klan, though. To be honest, this is the Black Ku Klux Klan, and this Klan is one of the worst ones ever. The Black Ku Klux Klan. I relate the Cookie Crush chat to the Black Ku Klux Klan, and you guys gotta understand what the Black Ku Klux Klan can do. If you don't know what the Black Ku Klux Klan can do, just think about what the White Ku Klux Klan did, and then you just multiply that by like 12 times, and that's what the Black Ku Klux Klan is about. The Black Ku Klux Klan been murdering its people for the longest. I believe in the last 100 years, the Black Ku Klux Klan has done more lynchings to its own people than you can possibly imagine. Check the data. Check how many murders has taken place within the Black Ku Klux Klan. The Black Ku Klux Klan is pretty much a hate group, and they hate themselves. And like I say, I pretty much relate the Cookie Crush chat to that. It's like a bag of it's like a bag of what you call them, bag of muffins or some shit like that. And they like a group of people that just form a pack, and they just be moving city to city. Bug, they bunch of bugaboos. They bunch of just nobodies. You know what I'm saying? Even if they are somebodies in their own little personal world, like their job, they still nobodies. You know what I'm saying? It's like you somebody's school because you are a classmate. You're a student. But even though you're a student and you're a classmate in that school itself, you was like a nobody. So a lot of these folks in the Cookie Crush chat, but those type of nobodies. And when you have these type of nobodies, like I say, they might have been in school, they might have been student, but they was nobodies. And they now they have a chance to get and have attention. And so this is the platform in which they can become somebody. That's why they will pay just so that they can have their words heard and seen. I'm sitting here and watching this machine because I'm a analyzer. I analyze. I'm analytical. I sit back and I analyze stuff. And as I sit back and analyze this whole YouTube internet world, let's go back to MySpace. It's all about people who wants attention. I was sitting in the car today. I was just looking at this girl, and she's hanging out her door, and saying she had a phone in her hand. She was smoking, and she just talking. Then next thing you know, she came out, and she's all into the phone. You could tell that she's doing a little live, whatever, some shit like that. She's on her. She's doing something because you could see her model and everything. And it's like, in this world, you could be somebody. You could be somebody that you always wanted to be. And that's what this whole cult is, this cookie crust chat. And what they want to be is somebody. And so they have to destroy somebody to become somebody. Let that sink in for a second. And that is one of the worst things ever, because when you look at, I'm going to flip the script. When you look at Genesis 6 and you look at the Bible and you think about, they talk about like, when is God coming? When is God coming? And it said when earth, when every species on earth is pretty much consumed with nothing but evil thoughts, evil actions. And we don't even understand that what the internet does is brings a satanic movement throughout the waves, where you could be in Afghanistan and you can be absorbing the same hate someone's seeing and hearing in New York. So y'all all just indoctrinating all this evil and evil and evil, the evil mindset. Y'all don't even know what's happening. But that's why I say, Black Man Rise, original rebel. That's why I say spread love, because we are battling something that y'all really don't want to pay attention to. But evil is trying to consume your every thought, your every action, every word that come out your mouth. And that's why I say the cookie crust cult, the cookie crust chat cult is something that we have to really, really watch out for, because it is the black KKK, and the black KKK is multiracial. You understand what I'm saying? You know how black is. You got 1% black and you black, right? So it can have Asians, it can have whites, it can have Hispanics, it can have all forms of blackness in this cookie crust chat. And then it can have confused genders. I use the word confused genders. And then that's thrown in the cookie crust chat. I don't even think, I think like back in the Klan, I think that if you probably was like a confused gender, you probably got lynched, especially in those days. Who knows? Maybe they were just compiled of just nothing but a bunch of gay boys running around on horses. Who knows? But yet and still, in this cookie crust chat culture, they have such a strong variety of any and everything mixed together, compiled of hating and building a magnetic force field of hatred. And if you look at the comments, it spills all over the place. The comments is amazing. And when the person say you're pocket watching the person, that's them trying to paint a different narrative to make everybody think that that's what it really is, but that's far from what it is. This cult really must be checked, and there's for this this little time span that they've been running, I don't think they have been checked in a way, in a manner good enough that make them understand that what they're doing is being nothing but hateful individuals. And so I think they was challenged, and all that did was like push them and made them more chaotic and hateful. But they wasn't challenged to realize that they are that hate, to see them that for them hate, and then to check them for that. See, I'm checking them on it on a different type of level, and that's why I'm speaking about this. Everybody be like, get your life together. No, this is get my life together. See, people don't understand when you have your purpose. What is your purpose? We are on the waves now. We are on these waves. You understand what I'm saying? And as we are on these waves, I'm talking about the technology waves. We able to reach so many different people, thousands, millions. You know what I'm saying? You can reach thousands of millions of people. So once you know your purpose, then you know what to do when it's time to reach these people. And if you're not thinking enough, and if you're not using your head enough, then you're falling victim to a slave mentality. And once you have a slave mind, then that's when they can put the crown on your head and cause you to be pure evil. And that's what's happening to, sadly, to us. We are becoming purely evil, especially to ourselves. And we're becoming puppies to the real enemy. And that's what the Cookie Crush chat must realize, that if you're going to open your mouth about anything, open your mouth about the real enemy. Because if you think that building a school for black boys is your real enemy, and that needs to have your 1000% focus, where you channeling money and you funneling money into stopping a school to be built. If that's what you think your purpose is to do, then you really, really gotta understand what life is really about and how you've been bamboozled and confused. Know your real enemy. How can this man and his school be your real enemy? That you focus on funneling tons and thousands of dollars to one individual to be the priest, the preacher, the pope, and speaking on behalf and preaching to the pulpit about this one man is the enemy to black race. Like I said, the Cookie Crush chat is a cult that is very, very scary for those who are weak. But like I said, here I am, the Dragon Slayer. So I'm stepping and I must do what I do, which is use the tongue, which is one of the mightiest swords. And I'm not afraid to clobber you with the hammer in person. Speaking of clobbering someone with a hammer, I just got wind today that I won't be going to court. I will not be going to court. I am so upset. Got to do it live. Got to do it on Zoom. Got to do it on Zoom. A special request by Umi he decided to reach to the courts, and he don't want to pull up in the courtroom and sit there and do it the official way, the real way. He want to go to the virtual world and sit back and do court in the virtual world. And you know what? That's way to my advantage, because now I don't have to spend the money that I was about to go spend to go download all this paperwork that I had to download, all those receipts, you know, and get it and copy. I needed paper receipts to go to court, because you can't bring the technology into court. But now, as I sit with Zoom, all I can just do is sit with all my technology and pull up all the receipts. So, hey, thanks, Umar. You know, like I said, you're not as smart as you think. So everything working more so in my favor. Funny shit is the conversation that I had with the person who gave me a courtesy phone call. Like some people were saying that the courts don't call you. Yo, they was like, get a grips of yourself, Don, and get a grip of your life. and get off the internet and take care of your court case. They don't. You gotta be on top of that. They not gonna call you. They ain't gonna see you no email. They not. Well, I got email. I got because especially the letter I wrote to the judge. Saying how I missed my first fucking court case. Are you out your goddamn mind? I got email. Then I got the courtesy phone call. Then I got another email. Then they saw there was a little discrepancies with the time of my court case. They were like, hold on, wait, hold on. Then they fixed that up for me, and they sent me that. No, that like I say, folks, shine in your purpose, and you can change the system. And I don't care how much money you have in your bank account. I don't care what type of jobs you have. I don't care what type of degrees you have. Once you start moving in your purpose, everything start working for you. That can happen for each and every single person on the planet once you start moving your purpose. And that's what the problem with, like I said, the Cookie Crush chat. They're not moving in their purpose. And that's the reason why they are very scary, because when you have a bunch of people who's not moving or living in their purpose, their hate towards you when you shining in your purpose is worse than an atomic bomb, because it's jealousy is what killed was what killed Abel, right? When Cain was Abel, when Cain and Abel was those characters in that book. I like going to this book, whether it's a nonfiction or it's a fiction book, because a lot of people say knowledge is power in reading. So I'm just going to use this book. I'm going to call it the book, the Bible, that book. You had this character in there. You had two characters. You had Cain and you had Abel. And Cain had a lot of jealousy towards Abel. And when you take that story and you look at it to this day, we are living in that same energy. And like I say, according to that book, when would the son of God, son of man, son of God reappear? When the world is consumed in total evil and hatred, where their tongue, that every thought, every word that come off their tongue is this. And folks, this is where we at right now. This is where we at. And that's why my tongue won't speak the way you guys want me to speak against this one man. Because I'm living in my purpose, and to live in my purpose, I don't have to follow the pack in order for my name to be spoken on. I don't have to follow the pack in order for me to be recognized. I don't have to follow the pack for me to become somebody, because I'm living in my purpose, so I'm already am somebody. I don't have to hate on somebody for me to be known. All I have to do is live my purpose, and they will show their hate by not even acknowledging me. And I'm in their lane. You see me. I'm actually in front of you. I'm actually causing the traffic jam. The Cookie Crush chat. Out of that quote, out of that, out of that, out of that movement, what have what have any community gained from that movement itself? Thousands of dollars shifted around, thousands and thousands of dollars shifted around to build up a case against this one person, and for us to believe that this one person is the epitome of all evil, is the zenith of evil, because that's how they paint the picture. He is the zenith of evil. He's like the antichrist to black folks. thousands and thousands of dollars been shifted here and sent over there and sent over there and sent over there and sent for the last 5 years. And what I would like to know is, out this whole cookie crush chat cult movement, what has society gained? Is Roland Martin talking about the Cookie Crush chat crew? Is the Cookie Crush chat crew on the Breakfast Club? Is the Cookie Crush chat crew on Vlad TV? And then not only that, are the Cookie Crush chat crew building any type of foundations, any type of structures, any type of institution that's going to be beneficial? I'm not going to just say black people, because, like I say, the Cookie Crush chat is a multi rainbow of individuals. So what are y'all doing to build for that? And then what the hell are you doing to build for black people? But the leaders of your pack don't have a love for black people. Go and check the archives. You can tell that Lennon Honor do not have a natural love for his skin tone. He don't have a natural love for the DNA that runs through his blood called Negro. And when you are a leader of a Cookie Crush chat crew, cult, and you don't have a love for evil, for blacks, and you promote evil to your congregation, to hate on black men, danger. Because now they start pooling their resources and taking all their skills and taking all their 24-hour Jack Bauer abilities of finding out everything about you and trying to paint a picture on YouTube as you the enemy. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm the one that when you look at his whole anything, I'm off the radar and I don't give a fuck. That's what's gonna come on my shit. He's off the radar and he don't give a fuck. Because when I studied the enemy back in 1990 something, when I was in school learning, and then I sat with my groups, with the people, my peers, and we sat and got that other information, underground information, that's when I knew what my purpose was. Back in 1993 or 94, I'm sitting here listening to Illuminati tapes. And the only thing they fear is a person who pretty much can live off the grid and survive without their help. And once I understood that, day in and day out, year after year, I said I have to become that. So I'm off the radar unless I get arrested. I hate getting arrested. But when you're off the radar, the enemy's going to come after you because they know you know. As long as you playing the game, you part of the chain reaction, the wheel spinning. If you part of making that wheel spin, you can fit in, and it's hard to find you. But once you off of that spinning wheel, it's like they have a GPS on you because you're still their slave. And so they it's a spiritual GPS. And then they have his little demons when you come. That's why I never was on the internet. But then you have these little demons, and so because they start searching for you, searching to put your information, what they call a dox, and put your information out there. That's the cookie crunch chat cult. You have to watch out for these individuals. I was listening to one of the leaders of the cookie crunch chat cult, and he was doing his live, and he was talking about he was talking about Umar and how Umar is outside the building constantly. He's never in the building doing his live stream. He's always outside the building doing his lives. And he's like, why he can't just get a little office space like me? And he, turned around his little chair and looking at pointing to his little sofa and his little studio setup that he got from all the donations from you folks supporting his cult movement to talk about this man. So why he's like, why he just can't be like me and sit back and be comfortable, nigga? Because if you out there really doing some form of work, you in those streets. That's why, personally, you know what I'm saying? And there's no defend. I'm defending black power, not Umar Johnson. And Umar Johnson, because he's outside screaming, doesn't represent black power, but it doesn't represent a coon sitting behind a chair with the giggles, talk about every movement of another black man. That's a cult that you must actually burn. That's like selling witches. You know what I'm saying? You got to burn those people. You got all these new members popping up, and then they come into my comment section. Niggas and bitches. I got 100 niggas and bitches. I got niggas and bitches. I am not Umar Johnson. You don't think you coming at me, and I'm not going to throw some lightning back at you. I'm not sitting back. Hells no. I'm coming with the heat because that's my purpose, to bring that heat. But then I be having all these dumb Negroes and bitches. I apologize, niggas and bitches. Check out Negro Land, so we stop saying Negroes on that type of way. I say Negroes because you're on your knees begging. You need to grow up. But here they are coming attacking me, and I got 152 subscribers. I be having 2 people with my live streams, but they feel a need to come at me. Why? Because they recognize power. So yeah, come at me. Because what you do is you give me fuel and energy. Trust me, like 99% of the time I don't want to talk. You're crazy. But when you come at me, you give me the fuel that's needed for me to keep serving my purpose. And my purpose to wake the demons up out you, to make them flee, and to give you a fighting chance. Give your spirit a fighting chance. So that's why I'm here, knowing my purpose. So if you see my video and then it stir you up because I'm talking about your little cult leader and make you want to attack the little old fly on the wall, the little flea on the big dog, and this is one of those itches that you just can't get away. Well, it's time to clean your asses up. That's why. And so if I'm a fly on the wall, it's because it's time to clean up your room. It's time to clean up your act. And Cookie Crush Chat Cult, you don't want to fuck with me because I can do this every single second. I can build up so many technology platforms and I can just waste all the time of my life burying every single one of you coon clowns because you're not the people who need to be having a voice. If you're not using your voice and your economics for upliftment, especially if you're black. And especially if you're a black man. See, all black men don't have time to be fighting their peers and making their peers their enemy. No, 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 no. Black man rise, original rebel. Like I say, we don't have no time for that type of shit. And real men should recognize it and understand it and check men on the front line. Because when the war breaks off, we are the front line. And we also the end result. Folks, this war, we are the front line and we are the end result. Don't you get it? This is our war. This is our war for freedom. Because you don't want to go back to slavery, do you? So for all these years of all these little battles that's been going on, this is our war to fight. And you know it. That's why you're trying to hide. You know it. That's why you run around scared. You know it. That's why you want someone else to take it. You want the Me Too to take the fight. You want the LGBTGGYYCQ to take it, to take your fight. You want any and everyone else to take your fight, but this is your war right now. Black man, this is definitely our war for freedom. So we don't have time for cookie crush chat niggas. We don't have time for sugary flour cornstarch motherfuckers. We don't have time for chocolate chip freckle ass motherfuckers. This is a war. And once y'all can get it through y'all fucking soft skulls, you probably Chips Ahoy Chewies. Which cookie are y'all? Oreo cookies? Which ones are y'all? Keebler Elves? Which cookie are y'all? Because you definitely got to be crushed. Talk about pocket watch. Y'all out your mind. We're going to talk about the pocket watch and the cooning. We're going to talk about that, but we talk about the cookie crush chat cult and what that brings to society. Just imagine all the people who's just coming new, because when the person pops on in the chat line and they say who's Don, because when the Lennon would say Don's mad at me, then the person say who's Don, but they follow Lennon and they talk about who's Don. That's my point. That means you very new, and they're not saying like who's Don, like he's nobody. They like who Don? I never heard of him. Yes, how the fuck you never heard of me? My point. You're brand new to a story and saga, and you found the wrong individual. In period. It has nothing to do about Umar. It's just the wrong person, period, because this person has a bubble of hate in them. And they put a twist of a smile on it. And you following this individuals and building up your character of hate. Y'all out your mind. All these new folks. New folks is, and they, what do 90% of you folks say? I am here because of the entertainment. See, that you guys gotta understand, the devil is going to use entertainers and entertainment to capture your souls. This is spiritual warfare we facing. They're going to use entertainers and entertainment to cast a spell on your asses, to take over your souls, to get you at full capacity where your cup runneth over of hatred thoughts, hatred words, and everything is hate. That's why I had to say, yo, stop saying this hate and shit. Because you're giving it power. The more and more you use its words, you giving it power. Like I said, y'all better start living in your purpose. Going back to what I said, cookie crust chat cult. We are in a war. Like I said, we have different lanes. Let's take the Asian lane, the Hispanic, the Spanish lane, the Spaniard lane, the Caucasus lane, the Caucasian lane, the Negro lane, the Black lane, the East Indian or whatever you want to call that lane. You take the different lanes. And when you look at it, it's like a race. These are lanes of races. And we talk about the end result is war. Who's going to lead the races in this final battle? That's what it's really all about. Don't y'all really understand what this is all about? Who's going to lead all the races, all humanity in the final battle? Who's going to lead? And I'm letting you know, folks, who must lead, because it's our turn to do right. Therefore, we don't have time for cookie crust chat culture. We don't have time for cookie crust chat convents. We don't have time for no cookie crust chat crews. We don't have no time for cookie crust chat criminals, because you guys are criminals to Black society. You are murderers. You're image killers. You're Decepticons. You're con artists. I, I really sit back and when I watch you guys, I mean, I've been watching you guys lately, and I watch you guys, and I say, yo, you guys are corny. But I'm not just talking about Cookie Crush. I'm actually really thinking about this whole YouTube shit. And it could be, and watch this, it could be really exciting. I mean, I can imagine it is very exciting. But because I done elevated my inner self and I elevated my mind of thinking, that can be very exciting for peasants. Like when Queen of England came, when Queen Elizabeth, when she came over here and she was talking to Barack Obama, and the one thing he had to, to brag about, what was it, BlackBerry or some shit, or iPhone? And she was like, oh, okay, that's your greatest accomplishment. Okay. So I'm sitting here looking like, oh, okay. So this is where we at with it. I feel like I just woke up out of like a 10,000 year coma, and I was a king back then, and I'm just waking up out of a coma. I was like in the ice. I was frozen in ice, and y'all unthawed me. You're thinking I'm some caveman, motherfucker. You unthawed me thinking I'm some caveman, but not knowing who I really am. And I'm just looking at y'all like, oh, so this is where we at? Oh, okay, that's so cool. It could be so cool for the imbecile. It could be cool for the ignorant. But for one who's saying like, yo, we have this all within us. We have all this ability, all this technology all within us. And I'm saying that this is all artificial and it's slowing us down from the reality of what we really can do. And I'm saying that's what we doing with it. No, I wouldn't grant y'all your real powers. No, I wouldn't give you your real capacity of what you really are capable of doing. No, I wouldn't allow you to use all your mind or your brain. Hell no, because you're fucking retards. Yo, just imagine we was able to use 100% of our brain power, and this what we be focusing on. This what we be using 100% of our brain capacity on. If we only use what 5 to 10%, they say, whatever fuck that shit is. And just imagine we was using 100%, and our focus is this. No, 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 you peasant minded motherfuckers. 100% of your brain capacity, and you be using it for this. So you guys gotta understand, everything in life is a test to see if you can actually move up in rankings. But we be failing, so we be moving down in rankings. You trying to get promoted. You trying to get a promotion. You trying to get your stripes. You trying to get your stars. You trying to get your wings. But with us, we moving backwards and backwards and backwards and backwards because we trying to chase something that's not our purpose. We trying to chase fame and clout and chase the dollar as opposed to just living your purpose. For your cookie crush chat characters, start living in your purpose. Because if you in your 40s, if you're a person who's in your 40s, if you was a person who's born in 1970s, 1980s, if you're a person who was born in 1960s, you're a person in your 50s, and if you are making your living off an app, you are not living in your purpose. And I'm here to let you know that. If you are if you was born in the 60s, if you was born in the 70s and born in the 80s, and you making your income off of apps, you are one who's not close to living in your purpose. Because you was not thinking about driving groceries as your final career in your 40s and 50s. You was not thinking about picking up food from McDonald's. You are not living in your purpose. And it's time for us to start living in our purpose and not living to survive. Don't be afraid to survive if it means you have to live in your purpose. And that's what most folks are, especially Black people. You're too afraid to live in your purpose because you haven't learned how to really survive. Once you learn how to survive, and we ain't talk, well, I'm talking about really survive. Just make money just happen. You know what I'm saying? Once you can learn how to just make money happen, then you can start living in your purpose. And then much more doors will open up. I was looking online and I seen, I was scrolling, I seen I'm from New York City. So I saw the mayor, Eric Adams. He's the new mayor, and I tell people every day, you know, what I'm saying I grew up on his block. And he has a bunch of brothers, and we was the little kids, and they used to always, you know, we was the little kids in the block, so we was actually the block favorites. The block loved us, my family, and all the all the, all the Adams, they always picked. They lived right directly across the street from us, and they always picked us up, like put us on their shoulders, picked us up in the air, and because they used to always go to the park and work out and shit like that. Niggas was diesel. My neighbor Jerry, or them all across the street. We was always the little kids. My block had a lot of people on it. Well, every block had a lot of people on it, but you know, back then it was the families. So it was and it was beautiful because everybody had mother and father too. Mother, father, mother, father, mother, father. I remember this shit. Mother, father, mother, father. We knew the Martins. We knew the Johnsons. We knew the damn, what was that? The Adams. We knew who's the Stevens. I understand. We knew each family and their members and their kids. And so Eric, his brother, he had a couple of brothers, and one of his brothers that I used to really love, Bernard. He was the younger brother. He actually now is the deputy. Oh damn, I forgot the position. Oh god, I was about to say deputy mayor, but it was his brother. Just great gave him a position. And what he say? Because I need somebody who I can trust around me with my life, and he is my brother, and so I know I can trust him. Salute. I respect that because yeah, Eric, you already know your ass is on you. Shit, you already know, Eric. I'm happy that Bernard is actually in this position. I just didn't like I seen Bernard throwing up some old Illuminati signs. Like, whoa, whoa, 20 years on the police force. Whoa. Okay, folks. But Bernard was we love Bernard though. But whoa, we gotta watch our peoples. Okay. But my point was I'm in a different bracket. I had Eric Adams' telephone number in my cell phone. One of my cell phones that's in the drawer broken. I had my state senator's cell phone numbers, not just one, but three. I have three state senators' personal cell phone numbers in my phones. The crackhead Dusty nigga. Most of y'all little corny ass coon don't even fucking know your senators' names, let alone your city councilman names. And yes, they do matter. I don't care what you practice and what you preach about politicians. They do matter because they can cut your shit off and you don't even know what happened. Let you be a business in the community, and they know your business, and let you be you can get canceled and not know who you got canceled by. You're crazy. Let them know what real estate property that you own. Next thing you know, you see some old Pakistani family moving up in that shit because you lost it. Yeah, okay. You better know these politicians. And why? Because it's all part of war. Like I say, we're in war, folks. See, Umar don't know how to use his guerrilla tactics properly. He don't know how to use the enemies for his movements and his game. So that's why it's easy to pick him off. It's easy to pick Umar Johnson off because if you think that he's going to be able to fight this war and move and really fight this war through black folks without getting them properly trained, no, you done. And that's why he's done now. That's why he's getting assassinated now. Because it's about properly training us to understand that we are in war. Since I came on scene, I never stopped saying this is war. I've been saying this for day one. I ain't trying to sugarcoat shit about no educating some boys. I said, fuck that. I am not thinking about some 8-year old boys and thinking that they're gonna save me. And everybody said, what? Why? Once again, I don't give a fuck about some 8-year old kids in their school at this point right now. That's not my focus. That's not the purpose. I already know it. It's training these boys and getting them ready for the war. Those buildings would have been occupied already, whether I can have people in or not. That block would have been occupied for 3 years. Oh no. Oh no. Like I said, this is war. All those people in the community who's just in the community about nothing. Oh no, this is war. Like I told the fool, I said, yo, you were known on the internet, but you're not known in the 4-block radius that way, 4-block radius this way, 4-block radius that way, and 4-block radius that way. And I just said 4-block radius, not even a 10-block radius. You were known on the internet, be known on these streets. Because on the internet, you have a cookie crush chat crew that's assassinating your character. So you need to really get these people on the ground to know who you are. Because we're at war. Like I said, I know my purpose. He's so about he's not going to pay. Yo, dude, I can't wait for this court date. I cannot wait. I can't wait for them to yo. It's gonna be so funny because I can't wait for them to really be saying what they're saying. Like, yo, oh, so I guess I'll be able to do it live. Oh, damn, I gotta have another phone. I'm gonna try and see if I can finesse this shit. But it's like I can't wait for them to really let him know. This situation is gonna remind me of when I was in high school and my business teacher tried to get me kicked out of the class because I didn't have a book. Because I didn't have my book, she tried to get me kicked out of the class. And the assistant principal came and was like, "Yo, he's passing the test. He's doing the work. You can't kick him out the class because he don't have a book." And so I can't wait. And you know the look on her face when she thought she had me. I was sitting. It was just me, her, and the assistant principal. I sat there and held my shit down in high school. Held it down. Black woman, white man, and me. And so this whole Umar Johnson situation, it reminds me. It's gonna remind me of that whole day. And I can't wait to look at his face and hear his whole tone be broken down when this judge tells this fool, like, you cannot go around not paying people because they don't have an ID. If they already did the work, if he did the work without the ID, how are you not gonna pay him? Especially when your agreement was this and that and that, and he showed me all the receipts of what your agreement was. I can't wait to see him broken down. And then if he raised his voice, oh, I want him to get a little snooty and snotty with her. And I'm just gonna say that's the problem he's going through. That's in my humblest manner, nothing but humility on this day. Let the judge. I'm just gonna show my proof, and I'm gonna say it's all on you, judge. And I'm gonna let him talk himself to another comma. I'm gonna let him talk himself another zero. Keep talking, you fool. Keep talking, you fool. Don't act like people don't know who you are, and don't act like they haven't checked you. And after I'm done, they will be checking you and be like, "Oh, we don't need him around." But that's something personal. With the cookie crust chat, they are just a cult that have nothing personal involved. Nothing personally involved. They just want to involve themselves in chopping people's lives down. And that's what we talk about because they don't understand what war we are in. Here I am in a war. I'm having a small battle with this stupid person who got possessed. But no matter what, we both still know there's a war out there. That's the whole thing. He still know there's a war out there. Umar Johnson knows there's a war out there. The Cookie Crush chat members, they don't have a clue as to there's a war out there. This person said I'm doing too much. I'm just talking. I'm laying here on my bed in the dark, talking on the phone. I'm actually doing too little. I'm doing way too little. I'm doing way too little. What's up, Tina? How you doing, sweetheart? Glad you're in the building. They think I'm doing way too much. I was away for like 4 months in the summertime. I rarely was going live. I was doing a live here and there, here and there. Tina was actually been complaining like, "Yo, why you keep scheduling lives and not doing your lives?" You know what I'm saying? How many times I schedule a live and didn't do a live because I'm not doing enough. So for you to say I'm doing way too much, why? Because I'm talking about the Cookie Crush chat cult. Because I'm talking about people who's been talking about people for all this time, and I'm bringing it to light and saying that's not the right war. Because I'm letting y'all know that y'all are following the wrong leaders and y'all not understand what war y'all supposed to be fighting. Because I'm letting you know that you're not using your technology the right way. I'm doing too much. No, I'm doing too little. I'm doing way too little. 2022, this is the year I'm gonna do enough. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do more than enough. Right now, what am I building? I'm building your consciousness. I'm building the real you out of you, the old you. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm building the real you out of the old you. I'm building the real you out of the old you. I'm being a sculptor. I'm sculpturing your minds right now. I'm an architect. I'm drawing the blueprints right now. I'm a carpenter. I'm building something right now that's right in your face and you don't even know it. Why and how? Because I'm still here and you still listening. I'm building something right now. And that's me being humble answering you. I'm still here speaking and you still here listening. And if you guys will actually start doing the right thing, you will actually see the building happen much faster. But I'm going to tell y'all once again, in order for you to really build in the purpose, you must first get off the plantation. And once you get off the plantation, you're really moving more through the grace of people in the grace of God. Once you start serving and doing your purpose, now you start surviving from the grace of life. So once you people start realizing that if especially when you're not living in your purpose, you become a grace giver. You stop giving to the wrong enemy, and you start uplifting the right, so they can start shining in their purpose, and then you will be able to see what they're building. What I'm building, like I say, is about timing in life, and it's about having all the right pieces in place, and then you have to have the vision to be able to see that God has put all the right pieces in place for you now to just start connecting the dots so that everybody can see it's a puzzle. So now everybody can see what the puzzle is. Life is that puzzle, and most of you guys will not see unless it's flamboyant. Most of you black folks won't even be able to acknowledge it unless it's not screaming in your face like a Kanye West. Kanye had to start screaming in your face for y'all to know that he was the Picasso behind the scenes of all this music shit. He had to start jumping around and acting up. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to continue to do what I have to do. And you guys going to start seeing that, oh, he's really been building. I've been building ever since I've been in the sector. And sometimes to build, you must destroy. You understand? It's like a destroy. You know, you have you buy this land and has something there. You have to destroy it. So you do a demolition job, knock everything down, dig up the dirt, dig it all the way down, few layers, so you can set your foundation. So that's what I've been doing for the last year. I've been destroying the old building and the foundation, and now in 2022. I'm already I'm at the base of it now. I'm building my foundation right now. So you watch in the last year and a couple of months, you came in, you see me come in and destroy, and now you're seeing me build up something. And it's now time for you to start playing your position. If you around here, you hear me, play your position, folks. Stop letting these people say and make you think that is this when it's really that. They say, oh, he feel he's entitled. I'm telling you that certain people are entitled. Just for you to understand. Some people are really entitled because that's the grace that you guys give. See, the word that you say entitled, I'm saying no, it's really the grace. It's the blessing. So when I say I am blessed, you are blessed, we are blessed, because we are blessings to one another. What am I building? Just by me talking these words. That's what I'm building. Why you think Leonard Arnold would say, I don't want to talk about dog? What the fuck? You was talking about me from the beginning. Why you don't want to talk about me now? Because you listen to my words. If you would have took time out to listen to me from the beginning, maybe we could have really built something as opposed to keep destroying. Why is he saying, oh, I don't want to talk about it? Because he knows. You know. We all know. And it's sickening that it's taking us so long. Why it got to take us so long to digest things and move? King Kong crazy. King Kong crazy. He put some posting up there to about he might have fucked up in the past and this, that, and other. Nigga, you know you did. And so I actually I took the time out to watch the video because I never watched the video that he did and he was talk about when he was about the vandalizing of the building. And I was watching some things and I was just listening to him. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna comment. And I commented. I said, you know what? Let's do that interview, dude. He said, yo, thanks a lot. He said, hit me up with an email. Hit him up with the email. And then he declined. Why he declined? Because the cult that he's part of don't even allow him to use his own mind, own brain to really have the real conversation. Nigga, don't use me in your anything if you're not man enough to have me for conversation. Don't sit back and do no uh, analyzing of me when I'm saying, yo, we could talk. And for you assholes who be sitting and talk about, oh, he's clout chasing. See, this what, okay, like Uma, I'm not Uma. Uma said it too. Yeah, all y'all assholes. But for Lennon to say he's not helping, yo, this is why niggas are stupid. And then when you say, oh, he's just chasing money, he's clout chasing. He's told everything on himself. Like I sit back and I listen to a person and hear what they really saying. He says, I'm not putting this man on my panel so he can start making no money and build up his fan base and credibility because I know he can do it because I'm sitting back and I'm admiring him. That's what I got from him. Don has the ability to really take this whole YouTube thing to another level, but he's just because I'm not here for that, nigga. I hear what you're saying when you're saying it. I hear what you're saying when you're saying it. I'm not no young boy. I'm an older man. And I'm not no dumb nigga. I'm a smart man. So I hear, and I'm also in tune into the other part of me that can see and hear for what it is. I'd rather you talk about me. I'd rather you insult me. I'd rather you call me crackhead and dope fiend. I'd rather you do all of that than sit back there and act like you try to help me. I'd rather you keep it 100 as opposed to you sit back and act like, oh, Don's a lost case. Nigga, please. Don is mad at everybody. I'm mad at coons, niggas, and bitches. Damn, that's damn near half the population of it. Understand what I'm saying? And I'm very upset with black people in the year of 2022 who's not understanding this time of revolution. That's what I'm mad at. But don't think I wake up and be mad. No, I'm far from mad. I'm very actually in a good place right now. I'm only totally embarrassed. That's the real word. I'm embarrassed that it's taking us so long. And then I'm mad at myself because I'm not truly playing my position 1000% to pull you guys from this retardation spell so we can start moving in the about to say revelation in the revolution. And then I was sitting there, I was watching the video and he spent about like 15 minutes, 20 minutes on when Umar had the white hat on and the white hoodie on. He put that video on because I just said something made me think about it. And Umar brain, he'd be talking, and I like I said, I'd be analyzing, and I'd be like, damn, this man just be talking like a computer. So what he say? He says, "Come on down, because I'm be signing some bitches and taking some." His brain was moving so fast. You know he signs books, and you know he take pictures. He's so used to saying book signing, signing books, but he mixed the two together. And for you to spend that much time on, he said, sign some bitches. That's his mentality. That's how he think. That I was just listening to how the devil was really casting a spell on the people. You was really you was casting a spell on people. That was some real Harry Potter, Lennon. And you stayed on it for about 20 minutes because you wanted to get that 20-minute segment of whatever donations you can get out of that. That's why you stayed on that piece for that long, because you stayed on it because you was casting your spell. See, women, it's look, it's oh God, it's easy to do these manipulate if you're a manipulator. When I chose not to be a manipulator, I was young. And then when I started being around righteous people and start getting the right words in my mind, I realized I had to keep moving as far away as I could from certain things. So that's why I choose not to be looking pretty and all this other shit. Because that's starting points of manipulating. I'd rather be harsh and mean as opposed to manipulating. But he manipulates and manipulates and manipulates, and until he can milk that shit for what it is. He's like milking the cow, man. It's like he has mad little rudders, nipples all on his cow that he's just like, okay, I'm gonna pull this one for this amount of time. I'm gonna spend this amount of time on that one because he's trying to milk it for what it is. He figured you guys out how to do it. How Fat Man, he know how Fat Man, oh Big Man, whatever the fuck the nigga name is, how he just gonna constantly just give off for any little segment, and that's cool if it's for a good cause. But because, like I say, we are in war, and I'm coming to let y'all know that it's like y'all look. I'm looking at you guys at different units, different troops, and I'm coming saying, okay, I'm not feeling this troop. I'm not feeling this unit, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not feeling the Cookie Crush Chat unit and how they operate, and I realize they are spies to the war. Doing too much. How dare you? What are you building? The thing is, I got so much to build in so many different ways. This sleeping right now is what the best thing I can do to build. Taking time out to lay down and rest is the best thing because once I start work, it's like it's on. It's like a machine. He's on. He's going. Once I start work, I have to time out myself because when you're dealing with doing this type of building, this type of work, and when you look at all the other workers around you, and you see that they're not doing their part, it becomes overwhelming, and you guys are not doing your part because what I'm building is not what I'm building, is what we are building. I'm just a carpenter. I'm just an architect. I'm just one of those people on the job. But when I look around, I'm looking at all your lazy asses not doing your parts in building because you're too focused on surviving and not building for this foundation. You might be working for this foundation, this company over there, but you're building for them over there. You're not building over here for this war. So Cookie Crush Chat Cult, we will continue this. This is gonna be a 7-part series on the Cookie Crush Chat crew. No, this called the Cookie Crush Chat Cult. Maybe I'll do the Cookie Crush Chat crew, and then I'll probably do another one, the Cookie Crush Chat criminals. Then it might be definitely the Cookie Crush Chat coons. Oh boy, we can have fun with this because this is something, like I say, that must be done. I told you this is the end of the coonery. It's the 2022 is the year of ending coons. Coons. You're a bunch of coons. Buffoon and coons. Y'all some, that's what y'all are, y'all. Y'all coon buffoons. That's an ultimate high level of embarrassment when you're coon buffoons. Like every other nation, like should just take this and put, like honestly, best way out is like when you looking at us when we on Maury's show. I'm like, oh my God, did you see how stupid that bitch was looking? And then this guy come out and oh my God, so embarrassing. How many times you watch the show, y'all be feeling embarrassed? Like, why you feel embarrassed? Why do we feel embarrassed? Because that's us. Like, oh my God, that's embarrassing. Oh my God, this embarrassing. Sit your ass down. Why are you feeling the embarrassment? Because it represents us. So when you act like coons and buffoons, and just think about this shit, all of this is archived. All of this is, you think that you got the receipts and you think you got the receipts, but there's a bigger computer that got all the receipts of everything. There's a master computer that got the receipts of all this shit. And so when you take time out and just say, hey, let's look at the sector, let's look at Umar Johnson, and you just look at Lennon Honor, and you'd be like, and if you was like a panel of people, you'd be like, yo, these people are fucking out of their minds. They're pathetic. Do you see how much money they done circulated in the last 10 years? And they don't have nothing. They don't know how to build nothing. Let's, like I say, let's analyze this. They don't know how to build nothing. They're a bunch of clowns that hate each other. So y'all be talking about, yo, you got the receipts, or you got this, or yo, you save that? Did you? Like I say, and y'all doing this, the sector, the breakdown. There's a master computer. They got all this shit. You know how quickly you post something, they say, oh, you know, your shit get flagged, or you post something quick and you got to claim it, a claimant's right or something like that. Because people have a job to do, which is to look at the computer watching this shit. Look at the computer registering stuff. Whenever you download stuff, you think there's people who's there approving it. And there's a group of people that's saying, yo, these niggas are crazy. And then they control and put what's going to be seen the most. Understand what I'm saying? Things that things and words that need to be heard and seen, shelved. Things that don't need to be heard and seen, forefront, to keep the spell going, to keep the coonery going. And you just play your part. How amazing. You know, I really sit here and I look up and it says an hour and 20 minutes on the phone. An hour and 20 minutes on this live. And I ain't pull up not one video. I didn't do a breakdown on no one's tooth. I ain't talk about no one's ashy beard, ashy beard, ashy hands or boogers or their spitting. I'm just breaking it down on the reality. And I'm saying to myself, all right, do I open the panel or do I keep going? I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna keep going. I'm gonna say thank you for your listening ear and your support. Have a beautiful evening. I'll be back. What the hell? What this person just say? I was about to bounce. It said, Donnie, I can see why you love Lennon. He's sexy, light skinned man. No, I love me. I really do love me. And I love me so much that I have to go at you. I have to go at him. I have to go at this person because I love me. And because I love me, I know what's killing me. What's killing me is niggas and coons like them. They killing black society because they are painting pictures and painting narratives to put a spell on the majority of women, especially single women who want to hear a male voice. And they're putting these spells on you to make you actually hate men because this is their way of surviving. They'll get an income. And it's kind of weird and sad even saying that. You got these black men who's painting pictures against other people, other black men for their own economic gains. And because he has a lady, it's that much easier for him to go this harder because he's like, well, I have a wife and I'm stuck with my family and I'm pretty much miserable. So, hey, what the hell? I might as well tear down the next man and the next man and the next man if this is the way I can get economic gains. That's horrible. So that's why I'm talking about a person. I'm not talking about a person because of any faggot shit, because I'm definitely not no faggot. And I say that word. I'm not no homo and I'm not no faggot. I don't float that way. So don't come to me talk some gay shit. Thank you for your listening and your support. It's time to wake up. Peace.